Man, this is a really good remix of this character select theme, man. I always liked this theme, but it's just super short in the game. But this adds just enough to be like a really good little loop. Oh shit! No, what? I messed things up. I'm sorry. Sorry. Keep that on for maybe some other moment. Live television, folks. Well, live, we're behind ads anyway. I don't know who can hear me. Shout out if you can hear me. I always wait till the end of the ads, but... Hey, how's it going out there? Big hello to everybody so far. Divisimo, Peter Pro, and Dark Coup Patrol. Good to see y'all. Welcome in. Thanks for popping in on this lovely Saturday evening. Come through just fine? Okay, good. Yeah, let me know if there's any audio issues, or, hell, maybe the music's too quiet. I don't know. Like, should be like a nice simmer here. I'm really digging this. I kind of wish he would really jam out for like an extra couple minutes or something, but he already did quite a bit with the character select theme in this game is really short. But this guy, man. The Jakaras, was it? Yeah, it says in the comments he was even using music's very quiet. Oh, okay. Well, let me bump it up just yeah, you can hear it. It's only like a minute or so of music, but also, Coop Troll Skelly waving back to you, friendo. Yes. Is this cup uneven? Or is the table uneven? I think this cup's uneven. Oh, that's wild. That is concerning. It's a really cool cup, but man, I set it down and it wobbles and I'm like, what? Hats? A hat! Oh goodness. Okay, sorry, I was too focused on the tunes. On the tunage. Let's see. See, Peter Pro. You look cool again? I look cool again. Oh, what happened? But thank you, man. Yeah, no, I like this shirt a lot. And I don't know what hats. I'll just go grab a hat. I won't make the camera follow me. Unless, well, wait. You know what? That's like a feature, man. That's what the subs pay for. All right. Oh. You know, I need one of those like Sonic scalp hats. I don't have that. You know what I'll do though? You know what I'll do? Let's wear the Mario hat in solidarity of Sonic's coming to the GBA. It's wild, and they really had to sell it at the time. You see, there is artwork of Sonic wearing a Mario hat, like where he's doing a little thumbs up, and but anyway. Mario Day soon. It is. What do you guys think I should do? Should that just be Mario Maker all day, or should I figure out something else? Maybe I should finally play Mario Paint. I've been teasing y'all for like so long. Feels like there should be. Or at this point, just wait for Nintendo to unveil the Mario Paint 2 thing on Switch. Um, I don't know. It's funny. You can't find a whole lot of Sonic Advance mixes. Like Sonic Advance music is pleasant. Like this actually makes it like pretty hip, compared to what it is. It's nice. It's not exactly the first thing you'd think of when you think of Sonic, but it's nice stuff. It started getting really good about like Sonic Advance 3, but let's see. I'll play some Mario games as I usually do. Yeah. Like, no, I was just thinking, like, I should do some Twitch thing for that day. I don't know if I did anything last year or whatever, but I guess I could just do, like, viewer levels all the day long or something like that. I don't know. I've historically not had too many, like, events going on or what have you, but I'm sure there's something cool that could be done. I don't know. I'll think of something. Uh, isn't today Maria Day? Or no, Marina Day, right? For Splatoon. But girl, then I'll get us transferred over to game stuff. Where are we? I have too many tabs open as usual, chat. Anybody else out there a tab monster like I am? Alright. Anyway, that's a real cool remix. I think they did a lot with not much there, but what's my favorite Sonic game? That is probably forever like Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I think that's just if I have to point to one game for people to play, for Sonic, I would say that Sonic 3 and Knuckles together as one full adventure is the best way to do it. And I would also recommend, like, not just play as Sonic, but play as Knuckles and maybe Tails too. Tails doesn't have too many unique things going on, but I think it's important to play Sonic and Knuckles both on that and get the emeralds for the good ending. But I don't know. It sounds like not that many people end up doing that, which is a shame. I always had to get all the emeralds, man. But gosh, after that though, it gets real dicey. There's like a lot of Sonic games I like for different reasons. My first thought was like maybe Sonic Adventure 2. But it's sort of a toss-up, man. Like Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 both have strengths, you know? And sometimes I prefer Sonic Adventure and sometimes 2, but maybe I've replayed Sonic Adventure more. Not just because it's been out longer, but like, I don't know, I could get more Lucy. Oh shit. Oh. Yo, War Chiso, what is going on, dude? Good to see ya. MP82, what's up? Welcome in. Mana, what's up? Oh, with the Sonic Schoolhouse emotes, let's fucking go. And the Prime Gaming resub, bruh. Thank you so much, man. You guys are bringing some hype into my late night Saturday. I wasn't sure if anybody'd show. I figured maybe I'd just be playing Sonic Advance all on my lonesome, going back to my roots. But tonight I'm also playing it. I busted out my Sega Genesis USB pad because I'm a very funny guy, and I need to play Nintendo games with a Sega controller. And yo, Rivali, good to see you. The whole gang's here, man. Sorry, the music was tuned down. We had like the chillest remix of the character select going. I'll subject you to it once more. Just because it's pretty hip, but but then that's it. That's it. We'll be done with that. It's only like a minute, so But thank you for raiding in, man. What are we up to? Hopefully I'm managing everything properly here. Let's see, things, shoutouts. Someday I will make this, less of a pain in the butt. But that today is not that day. Baboosh. Playing Anton Blast? Oh shit, I haven't gotten that yet. I should get that. I was like right on it for like Pizza Tower, and I think Anton Blast just came out at like an inconvenient time or something like that. It was just not a money spending moment for me, and I'm just like, okay, well, soon. Trying to 100% for the first time. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, like, I've been trying to run through some odd platformers here and there. I was playing Pac-Man World Repack on Wednesday, like, which I actually enjoyed a lot. It's very solid, man. It's not the most remarkable game ever, but it's really, like, rock solid. In December? Yeah. I mean, I didn't even I couldn't even get that many Christmas gifts and things like that. So I was just kind of like, oh man, like I can't buy another game for myself. I have so many games to finish. I was actually trying to get the most out of like the Castlevania collection and all this other, stuff I'd already gotten. And I'm like, oh, I'll get it eventually. Which is exactly what an indie dev wants to hear. Buy indie games like right when they come out, guys. Like I know I'm being a bad example at the moment, but they need it the most compared to the AAA studios. Cute and fun. Yeah. I know. I really, it's nice vibes. I want more platformers like it. I wish more AAA devs would also make platformers like that. I don't know why they don't, but like get that glitz and glamour going. Am I excited for the new console? Yeah, I am. I am really excited for it. If only, I do wish that the Switch 2 would come out was a little sooner, just a little bit maybe. But then again, it'll be even better by the time it comes out, I imagine. So it feels like it's been a very long generation because it has, chat. Switch has been out 7 years, maybe 8. 8 years? Yeah. It was 2017, right? Like beginning of 2017? If am I counting right? 3 plus 3 plus 5 on that one? Yeah. 8 years. I wanted to get it at launch myself, but the Switch version I got delayed. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of my stuff on Steam just for convenience sake, but Switch would be a good way to go too. Not as long as the Wii, but pretty dang close. True. Well, wait a minute. Wii generation. I think it's longer. The Wii came out in 2006, right? And Wii U is 2012. I'm pretty sure. If no, wait. Yeah, that's right. 2012, and then the other two consoles came out the next year. So about 6 years. So I think it's longer, man. There's a weird bug in the Switch version. I hope they fix. Oh, gotcha. I'm sure they will eventually. I don't doubt that. And I'm not saying, like, I guess it's mostly the horsepower thing with the Switch, like, more so than any other portable console. I'm starting to feel that, like, chug. And I'm just like, oh, man, just give me a few more frames. If Game Freak must keep making games in 3D, give them just a little more horsepower to work with, please. I don't care if they even look the exact same. Just, run at 60 frames, please. Give them some overhead. And I'm sorry, we were talking Sonic Advance though. Sonic Advance is a good game. Enjoyed it so much. It's one of the few you 100% it. Oh, really? Yeah, I got. Let's see. 100% didn't include getting Chaos Emeralds for every character, did it? I think it was just Chaos Emeralds in general, right? I definitely got all the emeralds and Supersonic and all that kind of stuff. Like, Sonic Advance is good. It is not the most amazing Sonic game, but it is very, very solid, I would say. I wish Sega would actually put out a little collection of them. I don't know if they'd include the DS games when it comes to that, but, you know, whatever. However, they'd have to do it, right? Game Freak is not competent with 3D when it comes to optimizations. Yes, that is part of the... Oh, man. Yeah, so that's... What is it? Like, all the original Pokemon models were made in, like, 4K or some shit for the 3DS, and part of why it chugged so hard, it was, like, the polygons. They were, like, super high polygon models, and they hadn't, like, reduced them, so on the initial X and Y release, like, the battles chugged. Um... Yeah, man, they need a Wada, bro. Like, they need an Iwata, a spiritual Wada, to come in and clean up their code at the end. So then we can play Kanto at the end, like, on every game. That's all it takes. And Rivali be playing some Pokemon Scarlet team building. Oh, fuck, bruh. Are we all in the Pokemon vibe? Like, not just from Pokemon Day? Like, I started playing Pokemon before all of those announcements and everything like that. And I guess we're just all on the same wavelength. I've even been, like, you know, catching some stuff in Arceus. I haven't made it very far in the story, but, like, I run around in circles catching crap and forget, oh, yeah, I should probably do something. But... And you finally started playing Breath of the Wild, Peter Pro. Oh, shit. Hopefully, you're not spoiled by much, because that's half the fun, really, is not knowing anything going in. I would say, like, just have no spoilers, just run around wherever you goddamn like, and take on the bosses and dungeons whenever you like. Because I put it off for a long while. I started hearing people talk about the final boss, like, at work, like, before I got to it or something like that, and I'd already put in... I'd run around there for like 60 hours or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, but it was just so chill, man. I liked that a lot. Also, playing Pokemon Sword. You know, Sword has good stuff going on. It's a mixed bag, Sword. But I will say, technically, like, your characters and battles and stuff like that do look better than they look in Scarlet. It's such a weird thing with all that, but I mean, we could talk for days on that. But they're still good games. It's just they're some parts are very, like, yeah, they need more time, or they need either more time or more staff. Like, and I would just say, yeah, hire more people. You guys can afford it, but. You liked Pokemon Violet a lot? Yeah, the game itself, once you kind of settle in, like, with the technical stuff, I'm sorry, we should, did I? Let's, let's give you some tunes to kind of vibe with for a second. Or maybe even the picture-in-picture. Do we get album art? Oh, we don't. My window capture thing sometimes does what I want it to do there, and it shows the album art, but sometimes it doesn't. Let's see. I'll flip it off of the menu for a second so we can, like, chitter chatter, but I like Pokemon. I have a goal in this game. In Sword, specifically? Is Sonic a Pokemon? Well, he is pretty round, you know, like, most of the designs are pretty round and cute. Underscore, how's it going, man? The Pokeball rolled away. It went rolling around at the speed of sound. Let's not bring up Sonic Chew, though. You know, it's funny. Yeah, Sonic and Pokemon both, man. They're like... God, so much of my life did they take up. Like, I love these franchises. Let's see. As long as the game is fun to play. Not like Pokemon requires precision inputs. Yeah, but more like to me, a bad frame rate, like I don't know, man. It kind of makes me sick these days. But it depends, man. Like, if it's a stable, bad frame rate, I guess. Like, imagine a game's running at like, I don't know, 22 frames or some dumb number or something like that. But it's consistently that or whatever. That's fine. Or you know that the frame's gonna go kind of low when this happens in this particular spot, but it kind of, it doesn't feel inconsistent is all I'm saying. Like, because I think of like playing old Nintendo 64 games or whatever, and like Ocarina of Time, for example, that frame rate is fairly low, but like whenever it does get kind of choppy or something like that, it doesn't feel weird or something. It just kind of feels like part of the game. It doesn't feel broken, you know? He also returned to Animal Crossing New Horizons last winter. Oh, damn. Yeah, I pop in every now and again just to feel like I've got my life together. Like pick some apples and stuff like that, but I haven't touched it for a while. And the music is cool. Yeah, it's another one of our see. Yeah, our cyberfunk station tunes here that I've been using a lot. I appreciate these and their album art. And I'll go ahead and post it if you guys want it for later. And I don't get why everything has to be 60 FPS constant. Well, look, I mean, so I think it was Rayman 2 that introduced me to the concept of a 60 frame game. And from then on, I wanted all my games to feel that way. Like, yeah, on the Dreamcast or whatever, there was actually a good amount of 60 frame experiences, or at least solid 30. For me, it's more about consistency. But if I can get 60, I much prefer it, right? I'm not a madman that needs to have, like, 240 frames or whatever. I only use 60 hertz screens generally to play stuff, so I figure anything past 60 and I'm just getting greedy. But, I don't know, like, there are people, it's like, man, less than 120 frames is unplayable, and, I don't know. If the game is playable, then I'm fine with that. Well, yeah. Defining playable, is, I guess there's a difference between it's playable and it runs, right? But I don't know, I've gotten to be a bit of a stickler here and there. Like, I'll go for some extra horsepower if I can get it. But I would prefer to play the game like at a performance level at 60 frames rather than at a high level at like a weird like 20 to something frames. Oh, and Peter Pro, yeah. All right, have a great day, dude. I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna play Sonic, I promise. It was just getting very chatty, and I'm like, well, Pokemon and Sonic aren't necessarily related, so we'll finish that train of thought. A boycott yesterday to not buy from any stores. From any stores at all? What about this boycott? I haven't heard. I really try not to pay attention to much news. So, once there's, like, an explosion outside, then I'll know things are bad, I guess. I think Super Mario World is fun when it starts to lag a bit because it makes those little moments more memorable, like sprite limits. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Those kind of moments, usually the devs have planned enough for it. It's not really a flaw in those games. I don't know how to put it, but like, I don't know, man. Like, you can tell when it's kind of been planned for. Like, shmups and stuff, for example, often have a lot of stuff like that. And you don't play it at a faster frame rate because it's just not designed that way. It's supposed to run really smooth here and have some choppiness here, and they balanced it in such a way. But I think a lot of, like, modern 3D games haven't been tuned for that. Like, yeah, I don't know. Used to be more of a thing, anyway. But anywho, speaking of games running, I should probably run Sonic. Ooh, and here we'll tune this out. Yeah, for later. Also, we should see if I think my audio is fine. Right? Give me a second. I want to make sure that I put my audio sources properly. Okay, good. Is that enough chunky GBA audio for you? And we gotta watch the intro. Iconic. I also just loved seeing, like, Waikawa's art used for a 2D thing. What's it? Speaking of Sonic, required Sonic Frontiers. Oh, okay. Yeah, Frontiers is good. I like it, fine. It's another, like many Sonic things, where I'm like, I don't know if it's exactly the one.
Meow?
Oh, Sonic, you fucker. In the background like that. And yo, Pinky, what's up, dude? Yeah, it's often I don't know if it's the Sonic game I would make, or I would choose to go for if I were the one, but it's a cool thing in and of itself, and it has DBZ battles and all that. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. Wait, what kind of levels you got on it? Oh, you just got easy and normal? Okay. I was like, is there a hard mode? Reverse. I don't know what normal and reverse means in this one. I guess it would just be A and B are swapped, huh? Okay. Alright. Unlock hard after beating it on normal? Oh, shit. Damn. I don't remember ever trying that. I guess we'll have to. If I do get there. I was just planning on, like, running through a Sonic, but we'll see. And you were playing Sonic 2 GBA. Oh, shit. You were playing Sonic Advance 2? Nice. Current president wants to impose tariffs, inflation. People are refusing to engage in the economy. Oh, man. So is that... Well, either way, my job could really use people buying stuff. Because that's the way I get paid. But... Okay, maybe that's why things are so quiet today, too. Alright. Well, I'm getting the vibes here. I mean, it's a wild world out there, as far as all that goes. Shit, man. I was hanging out with some friends from Canada the other day. We were talking about how everybody at the grocery stores, they're turning over, like, all the labels and stuff to make sure they're not buying anything from the US. And I'm like, goddamn. Oh shit, the koala's already gone? I was gonna go look at his little sprite, but he's out, son. Sorry, we're not going fast at the moment. I didn't have a speed run in mind, but... And there's that rail that no one will ever use. Went through this game with all the characters too. Oh yeah, same here. That's like a Sonic staple for me. I always like to play through the game with all the characters. What do I have to do? Buy the items that are cheaper? Well, you could buy, like, from a grocery outlet or something like that, you know? Something somewhat secondhand. I don't know how much that helps, but... I'm trying to go in the thing, man. Oh, also, yeah, check this little detail. So cute to have the waterfall on his head. No, I don't. I want this. In here, thank you. And you missed everyone. Good job, Sonic. I always thought his startup run in this looked a little awkward, though. Like, it's the right speed, but he looks a little... I don't know. Once he's moving, it's great. Secondhand groceries. I said seemingly. Oftentimes it's just, you know, stuff it's like, well, you know, it's gonna expire in 4 months as opposed to 5. So, yeah, like, shopping at grocery outlet or whatever is totally fine. I also really appreciate that we have Act 2 music. Yeah, I don't know how to illustrate, like... The speed is fun. Yeah, I don't know. Something... I think it's like this bit, where he's moving just a little faster, kind of doing a power walking thing. It's like, I feel like there should be an extra sprite to smooth it out, but I don't know what to suggest. Overall, I still really like the sprites in this, though. He looks a little bit like, you know when you have your socks on and you, like, shuffle your feet across the floor? He looks a little like that. Shuffle your feet to get some static electricity. It was like a... Is it a special spring in this one? I think it's a special spring for the special stages. I'll, like, hit them if they're around. Not gonna fuss over it. Yeah. Ah, fuck. God damn it. Bruh. Chill the fuck out. I swear when I was testing it out, things were going a lot smoother. The spring? Okay. Yeah, they're usually up on the high roots, right? And yo, Bosu, what's up, dude? Disney's Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, you know, after Wreck-It Ralph, they bought all the rights. Yeah, unfortunate. Ow. Alright. Shoot, I thought I could skip through them, but that's okay. Ah. Trying to figure out how to get more than one hit, I've forgotten. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can do a insta-shield for a 1-2. Woo! They tried after Sonic 3. Is there like legit evidence for that? I heard about it, but I don't know. I didn't see anything official. Oh, and Pichu, it's why I don't understand people who hoard their money and go out of their way to avoid spending, including taxes. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, and the people, I don't know, it's rough, like, with people who make a lot more money than any of us, should be spending a lot more, but they don't. And it's like, well, you're not gonna eat, like, 1 million times the amount of one person, or something like that. You have to spend it or put it into something. Which, they say they do, but they don't. I mean, fuck, man, even Uncle Scrooge knows the money's gotta circulate, brother. You guys have all seen the old Uncle Scrooge short, right? I like this part of the song. Oh, well, hold up, hold up. Ah. I didn't say today was going to be a perfect run by any means. Let's see. Free GBA, I heard it was pretty good. I think it's the best of the advanced games, personally. Like, 1's pretty darn good and solid. I like Sonic Advance 2, but I understand why people wouldn't. It has, like, design choices that are not necessarily popular. But Sonic Advance 3, though, has a lot of cool stuff going on. Kind of like Knuckles Chaotix if it got to be a finished game. But Knuckles Chaotix is still worth a shot if you're interested. There's fun stuff that it does that, obviously 3 does a whole other thing. But like the teamwork element and stuff. Oh god, hold up. It was kind of funny how they incorporated, like, the Sonic Heroes stuff into it in its own way, right? God damn it. Come on, buddy. What, Sonic 3 did way better than, Disney Mufasa? Oh, I wasn't sure. I thought, like, Sonic did better in the, international market, or, like, something like that. I thought it did better, like, worldwide, or something. There was some sort of good metric. I'm sure they still made lots of money on Mufasa, but... I don't have a lot of interest in it, personally, but... My brother! What'd you say about my brother? Actually, I might watch it if it, when it comes to Disney+. But I feel like it'll be an irony watch. Then, I don't know, man. At that point, haven't they already made their money? Would me doing a hate watch really affect their bottom line? Can I just have my fun? I am cheesing the bosses here. I don't know, cheesing. Cheesing's not the right word for it, but I'm just like muscling through. Yeah, Bozo, that's exactly what I was thinking, man. I don't know, man. I'll do a pirate watch. Shh. There we go. Then they can't make anything, and they get no metrics from me. Sonic 3 made 44 million. Disney muscled their way into theater space. I heard they did that with Star Wars too. Yeah. For what reason? Oh, sorry, we're talking economy. Oligarchs entitled to withhold all the wealth for what reason? Simply because they believe it's rightfully theirs? Well, not to speak ill of our magistrate, Bezos, but he's the only man I know who goes out to space, looks down on the world, and says, "Gee, we better get off this rock. Gotta get off to Mars, baby." God. Well, okay, there's others, but still. The live-action remakes make the mistake of ruining their originals. Yeah, I don't really, let's see. I think I watched The Jungle Book and Mulan because those looked like they were doing something different. And they were doing something different. Whether it's good or bad to you is debatable, but they're different. And they have some interesting new elements going on. So I'd say those are worth it. Oh, I watched Dumbo too later because it was like Tim Burton's Dumbo, and I'm like, well, I want to see what he does there. And it was very Tim Burton. There was a lot of circus freaks and stuff like that, but I mean, I had a good time with those. But like I said, I specifically sought out, you know, the ones that did different things. But different isn't always good. I don't really like what I see of the Aladdin live-action version. I'm just like, ugh, that doesn't sound fun to me. They could have done it with Snow White, but then they fucked it up every possible way they could. Oh, man. Yeah, like, Snow White is such a simple story, you know, why mess with it too much? Because like, having a simple, sincere story is just not okay anymore, I guess. Doing a remake the exact way as the original is pointless. There's no reason for the remake to exist. Oh, sure. Artistically, the best reason for a remake to exist is when it is a flawed work that can be improved upon. That's like the best time to do a remake of a thing. So you can make a better version of it and draw out the best things from it. But barring that, it'd be nice if it's something completely different. And I have a weird time with the Disney remakes as they are already stories that were already told, right? Like, and they did add something to it there. And those movies don't go back to, like, the original source text, generally. They draw a lot from something that was already inspired by the source text, so it's sort of this, like, I don't know, copy of a copy sort of thing. Yeah. Modify the story a bit, add some clarity, but don't radically change a character for forced representation. Most notable, shoehorn the live-action remakes with Beauty and the Beast, where LeFou was concerned. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, in the studio's mind, I think they actually look at the representation as a bit of a shield. Because if they do a remake thing and people don't like it very much, they're just like, oh, well, what are you, racist? Like, you know, that's not always the reason. Sometimes there's a creative reason, but I think more and more, like, that's one way the studio detracts from... Maybe people just straight up didn't like it because it wasn't very good. But that might help some of the higher-ups or something when it comes to those kind of things. I don't know. Oh, cripes. Ah, heck. My playthrough is gonna become, can I, like, I have to start it after the 7-minute mark to see if I can beat the time over clock. That's the new challenge, chat. The speedrun is to finish it at 9:59 before Sonic dies. Sorry, would you call that speedrun? The completion challenge? Whatever. Oh, heck. Okay, couldn't fuck with the momentum there. Alright, not bad. I was a couple minutes off. See. Making sure I'm keeping up with my chat here. Load a bunch of sacks of cash into a space rocket and launch it at the sun. Then will everyone be happy? Well, you know... money's not real. Like, that's the thing to remember. Money is a tool to just make sure, like, the books look right, you know? Like, I mean, if you had an island where you kept all the gold and all the gold fell into a pit, the gold itself isn't the thing that matters. It's how the books are kept, you know? Like, the numbers have to be right so, you know, the economy can keep spinning and so on and so forth. But, yeah. The casting for starters... Oh, and that being said, please sub if you have the means. Because money's very important and it's very real. Let's see, the casting for starters, how could they screw that up? Oh, sure, War. Yeah, I mean... Ugh. I mean... Okay, but the CGI is also a thing. It's also an executive meddling sort of thing. Because CGI allows them to change stuff more often. It's a racket, for sure. Movie making, man, is just... It makes me sad. It's like, there's exceptions, sure, but it seems like big money movie making is no longer a thing of like, make good thing, make money, maybe make 2 or 3 more good things. It's like there's a whole franchise problem before even the first movie has been made. And there's some that, like, still get pushed even if, like, they've barely existed? It still kind of boggles my mind that they label, like, is Universal Studios has, like, the Dark Universe or something as part of their attractions? And it's like, who is watching the Dark Universe? That didn't even get off the ground, brother. It's really more like Universal Monsters, like classic monsters in their own way, but still, it's like some CEO just really wanted that to happen. It's like, please quit trying to make fetch a thing. It's not going to be a thing. And I say that with some level of sadness, because I would have liked, you know, some sort of cool horror movie thing, but I don't exactly want the spooky Avengers. Well, that makes it sound kind of cool, but you know what I mean. Oh, that's a boss time if I ever saw one. Okay, I think this guy's a little weirder. I want to say you wanted to actually be in one spot for him, but I think I'd just wait for him to come. Yeah. Oh, never mind. He has a bumper on the bottom. Yeah, I think if I just stay here, man. It's the slow way to do it, though. It's like one hit away, and he... Yeah, no, I feel you, Sonic. It's not my fault Eggman won't get in the right position. Alright, alright. Damn it. Baboosh. Alright. Menacingly riding. Ooh. Spooky Avengers, sir. They're called the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Ah, shit, dude. I love that movie. It was given so much shit when it came out. I didn't understand. Aside from looking pretty, what practical purposes does gold provide? I mean, it's just it's a rare thing that, because it's a rare thing, can be used as a measure of wealth. But in terms of, like, how you manage numbers and stuff like that, you don't really need anything, right? Like, you just kind of, like, do the math right. And also, yes, Bosu, that's true. Gold actually has practical uses for electronics and things like that, yeah. They advertise live action as such, you expected human actors. Well, I mean, you know, the sets are ostensibly real, right? Unless they're CGI, again. I saw some behind-the-scenes stuff of one of the recent Ghostbusters movies. I hadn't seen it, but I guess they did a lot more on green screen than I ever thought they would, right? They just didn't film stuff in New York or whatever. They just put them on green screens, and it's like, ugh. At least one good thing came out of Bezos and Musk having a dumb space race. NASA is finally getting funding to try to make it to where we can actually got to Mars. Are you? Oh, really? Well, I don't know if is NASA getting the funding or is all the funding going to like SpaceX and Blue Origin? Because in my view, I just don't like them. Like, I wish it was all NASA. I do not like commercialized space travel, but I don't want space to get commodified as well, God. But whatever, it's gonna. Pichu, yeah, it was like a weird, creative decision to try to push something, like, you know, make it look like, hey, we care about those things, sort of a thing. It doesn't, you know. And it's, like, also something that they can easily cut out in international markets, so, like, Disney's been doing that for a while. Like, I think, oh man, I'm forgetting the name of the movie off the top of my head. I liked it. The one with the Pixar film with the two brothers that were like goblins or trolls or something like that, and the older brother was like, we're going on an epic quest and stuff. God, I just forget the name. Onward. That's it, Onward. But anyway, Onward had lesbians, and that got cut out of the China market and things like that. Disney just loves to be cowards. Uh-oh. Oh shit, never mind. I'm safe. Actually, this might be the level that has the first bottomless pit, if I remember right. And just to scare you a lot more, Bosu, it is an ice level and a water level. Ooh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, is that an extra life? What are you? There you are. Oh, you can only have 9 in this game. Okay, alright. Onward hit me really hard with its ending. Onward was good, man. I like brother stories, of course. Like, it was a good brother story. No one talks about Onward very much. I'm not saying it's the best movie ever, but I just feel like it hasn't gotten its proper YouTube retrospective era yet, I guess. They actually reconstructed the entire Hook and Ladder number 8 firehouse. Okay, I imagine they did some of it. You know, it's probably not all CGI. I was just sort of in, like, it was some outside shots and stuff like that where it was, like, very green screened. But, oh, we do have ads kicking in. Hell, we'll, yeah, like at a minute here, I'm sure. So I'll see you about, like, 4 minutes into the level. I'll just let the music rock and try to chat in the meantime. Oh, more same. Yeah, sorry. You think there's a good way to everybody just to shout that they're here? I don't know. It's hard to say. Hello, ad break. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, well, I can respond to something. Like, it's like when the ad comes up, sometimes I'm like, I should just hide the whole chat. Like, unless you're like, I'll just, can I filter sub only? Because I know you guys can hear me. Like, I don't want to, like, give a heartfelt response to anything and be like, oh, well, I can't bring that emotion back. What do I look like? Some kind of actor? I mean, kinda, but still. I have got it sorted out. Like, is my seat just too close to the mic? I've been adjusting it a lot tonight. Probably to no real audio avail, but shit, chat. You know, the funny thing about, like, this shelf back here is, like, the wall has, it's not quite, like, enough room to push it all the way back against the wall, so it can be sort of awkward sometimes. It's nice to have this much space. I guess I'd prefer this to have, like, you know, one less row of shelves to put stuff, but still. So, like, sometimes my chair ends up a little up, like, forward. Maybe I'll just push it back just to, like, avoid some of that stuff. What else am I doing currently except wading through ads? I don't even get to see the ads. I don't see what you guys see, so, like, you know, you just have to fill me in on the good stuff. Something. I guess I'll figure it out eventually. We have to just, like, set the mic in one spot and just tell me to stop. Just stop messing with it all day long. I'll fish up some secrets back here if I can, but I really don't think so. No, I haven't done this, like, other attack once. I know that there's good things you can do with it, like this little flippy thing, or whatever, but... I think it, like, can kill your momentum when you really, like, don't want to keep moving. I saw an explanation on it, like, sometime back, but... It does remind me of Sonic's, like, Sonic Adventure 2 thing, where he does the somersault, and if you jump at the right time, he does a cool flip. Like, that's something I would like to see more of, as long as it doesn't overcomplicate things. Also, welcome back from ads chat. I just had to mess around for a bit. Pressing a button I literally haven't pressed the entire playthrough, but... Oh, and, Onward? I mean, I'm not gonna call you a heathen, but I'd say it's a good movie and check it out. Like, it's one of those movies you can say when people are talking about good Pixar movies, and they're like, oh, I haven't seen that. Oh, you haven't? You should, or something like that. You know, you can be the hipster. Just be the hipster that likes Onward and not the hipster that likes The Good Dinosaur. No one likes The Good Dinosaur, I'm afraid. Now there's a Pixar movie you fucking forgot existed. You're welcome. Oh shit. Not even... I don't know, I think I watched it once. Like, I didn't see that one in theaters. Nothing about it registered in my brain. Just that it existed, and it didn't seem as good as other Pixar movies to me. There it is! Alright, that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, yep, alright, I guess that's probably happened to a lot of us who've played this game. Alright. Try never knew it existed. Good Dinosaur is memorable because the main character is so annoying. I didn't even think that. Like, he was... Oh, shit. Yes. Sonic cannot breathe underwater, it turns out. Famously so. I feel like there are people that have never even played Sonic the Hedgehog that know that drowning sound. Even Cars 2 is better than The Good Dinosaur? Probably, man. Yeah, a Good Dinosaur, I bet it's just one of those troubled productions, you know? Like, I bet there's good people working on it and things like that. It just had a hell of a time. But it was just kind of funny considering Pixar is so apt to, like, scrap a thing that's not working super well that, like, I wonder how it never, like, got a rewrite or things like that. Oh shit, we got the water boss. Okay, hold up, hold up. Yeah, that one's a bit awkward. You can jump a little higher than you think you can. Also clutch. This ain't my first time at this rodeo. Oh, fuck. Alright, chat, the run's getting better. We finally got the clock flashing. Oh, yeah. This was actually one of my favorite tunes from the game. Troubled production is no excuse. Many great films that had a really bad development. Well, you know, like I said, usually when I see a thing like that, I'm like, ah, geez, and there's like all this talent behind it. It's like, what happened exactly? Maybe it was just something had to get put out. I don't know. The music. Yeah, I actually heard a story of somebody that played the drowning music while their friend was playing Metal Gear Solid 3, I think. They were swimming around in Metal Gear Solid 3, and they watched their friend freak the fuck out trying to get out of the water. Let's see. So it works for every occasion. Ah, shit. Huh. Ah, fucker. Some of these platforms and stuff are really jackass placement. Let's see. And last live mix I performed, I couldn't resist mixing the drowning music with Chemical Plant. One that's worse than the Sonic drowning theme? TMT the Dam. You know, I haven't played the OG TMNT, but I imagine if you did. Maybe everybody just has a big fear of drowning that, like, games just tap into. I mean, you should be afraid of it, but, I don't know. I don't think about it that often. I do not exactly have hydrophobia. Although I do own that game for the Xbox 360. I've meant to play that shit. The water looks really cool in that. I just don't fire up the 360 often enough. Oh, 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 oh. Give me that shit. Damn. I was trying to see if I could get at least one special stage, but fuck it. Still doing my little dance I always do. Alright, come on, buddy. Ah, fucking A! Alright. Neat. Rip. Phaslophobia? What's that? I may have heard of it, but it's been a while. Fear of the ocean, specifically? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Haven't gotten a single special stage? No, dude. I've been running the clock chatting, so I have to get to the end. Hate the ocean. Fish pee in there, you know. I get it. You know, what is it with blue characters and not swimming? Sonic, Stitch... Ah, heck. Or maybe Chris Sanders is just a big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. That's how it happened. Ooh, gotcha. This has a scientific reason he can't swim? I forgot what the exact reason was. I know there was one, but... Cripes. Of course. It's okay, I pushed the envelope, chat. Motherfucker! Oh, it's a dim spring. It's a fucking dim spring. Alright. See. Ooh, yeah, that's actually a good call, Pichu. Chat, what game over music would you have played at your funeral? Oh, shit. Okay, that was a bottomless pit, too. Fair enough, we're into the later levels anyway. Sonic Diz be trolling players. Yo, I mean, some of this stuff is kind of a dim staple. Like, they could get pretty mean sometimes, which, I don't know, man. It didn't bother me that much. I had a great time with the advanced games, but I get it, like, when people complain about it. It's not quite like classic Genesis design in that sense, but at least the physics are right, you know? Like, FF1 game. Oh, yeah, FF1 game over music. Sorry, I didn't say it loud, but... Specific? Can we make specific a thing? It's just one less syllable. It rolls off the tongue, right? Well, actually, it's a few less syllables compared to specifically. I don't know, we'll workshop it. Safe? Okay, safe. Gotcha. I actually wrote down no chemical embalming. You're just gonna have like damn, like the album art. I was like the one told you I was sick. Put that on a gravestone. Stitch's molecular structure is so dense he physically can't swim. Right, okay, yeah. Just remember that when you put a Stitch case on your phone, it will no longer be waterproof, unfortunately. I don't know what game over theme would be most appropriate. I'm gonna throw you a curveball, and I'm gonna like I'm gonna say it's the Sonic. I'm gonna live longer than anyone ever has, and I want this to play. Get the high score. Anyway. Sorry, I guess I'm cheating the rules on that one. I'll still think of like best game over music, huh? It's like 1930s Bugs Bunny Knucks with the yellow gloves. Sweet. Better to think about your funeral sooner rather than later. I suppose so. I feel like it's... yeah. Most important once you have, like, other family to think of. Mario Kart's 4th place music? I mean, it could be. Does it always have to be sad? It could just be a life well lived, a game well played. Or it could just be like any fighting game you play where regardless of your victory, it still plays the game over music, you know? Oh. This level setup is pretty cool. Diagonal springs do be awkward sometimes, though. Oh shit. That lost me a lot of time. Alright, alright. Overall, this game is a good soundtrack. Yeah, it's pretty different from Genesis Sonic games, but it's good. A lot of horns. But I guess that's just a GBA thing, like those sort of synth horns or something that it was good at. Gotta bring up the Pokemon Emerald soundtrack a bit there. Ah, fuck. Alright, alright. Really? I was rolled into a ball. Come on, bruh. Nope. Alright. What do I have to catch here? You know, it's amazing to me how few people know about, like, kind of the slope jumps and stuff like that in Sonic. Like, you know, this little back jump thing here. Like, or, you know... Oh god, oh god. Okay, never mind. Alright, we got this. Or just being able to get really high with, like, slopes and, like, Green Hill Zone and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if there's, like, an easy way to illustrate that to people. Like, there aren't many chances to, like, force them into the situation. It's just something you kind of gotta play around with, right? That's weird. Okay. Fine, don't let me pop it from below. I see how it is. Heck. A lot of people don't want to think about their death. I suppose so. Yeah. I try not to think too much about it, though, because I feel like there are too many people that, like... You ever run into the people who just talk about how old they're getting all the fucking time? It's just like, as a substitute for having a personality. I feel like you focus too much on that, like, your death and all this kind of stuff, and you might end up there. I'm just like, you can live, you know? Life can still be a gas. And yo, G-Sil, what's up, dude? Thanks for the 5 biddies. Are you ready to run into a spring that throws you into some spikes? Because I am playing Dimp's Sonic the Hedgehog. But Sonic Advance doesn't actually have too much of that going on. I'm just being facetious. Oh, shit. No, balls. Yeah, okay. Kind of figured. I love thinking about death. It's the only thing that'll free us from these hard times. But I was just noting that, yeah, naturally, you know, don't avoid it, but don't, like, focus on it exclusively. Heck. Sonic wasn't thinking about his death at that moment. Doing all of our best King Boo impressions. I will say that is appealing. Although, do you have to be like an old ghost? Do you have to be a ghost like at the time you died, or do you just kind of get to pick like your age range? Because, you know, if I have to be dead, why should I be cursed with like a bad back or something? I've always found that curious about ghosts in media. Most of the time they are at the age that they died. I would think you'd have your choice. Because if you're gonna get ethereal up in this bitch, I at least want to look good doing it. Ah, fuck me. God dang it. Alright. This is one of the cooler level setups in the game, for sure. Although that's the most, like, Dimp's Death Pit, I guess it gets. Which Sonic Advance is this? The first one? Yeah. More interested in existence versus non-existence? Ah, gotcha. You get to pick? I've never seen a media where they, like, depict it in that way. I mean, I would imagine so. Sonic, you're finally pointing the right direction. I always wondered why he would, like, point upward, but for this level specifically, yeah, makes sense. And yo, Bosu, thanks for being here, dude. Take care, have a good night. And yo, X. Well, we're playing Sonic on the Nintendo platform. We've got to show solidarity. I'm even playing with a Genesis controller, so I have, like, a real good mix of the two companies. 35 stream streak. Thank you, man. Recently thought about it. You can do a new game plus. Some perks and bonuses. That would be kind of interesting. Like, if it was the case, you know, the skills that you built up, you could, like, kind of take a few with you into the next life. I guess that's what some people think reincarnation is. I always assumed it was completely random if you were going to get reincarnated, but, I mean, I guess that's karma and all that. Oh, fuck me. There is, like, a minor oddness to the momentum in this game. Oh. Oh, fuck, dude. Is that bad? Okay, alright. That sure felt bad. Wait, so... Can I get up there? Or is this just a go fuck yourself moment? It's pretty close to a go fuck yourself moment. Alright. Alright, hold on, chat. I gotta lock in and actually make it up there. Oh, nope, don't do that. Yeah, they set me up to think, oh, I'm missing out on this cool thing. Shoot. Not a fan of the OG 3 Sonics? You shut your goddamn whore mouth. I will take no Genesis Sonic slander in this house. Make me. Oh, so you got that brat energy going on, huh, War? Look, man, I'm not gonna convince you Sonic was always good because that's like a whole ass. That's like telling you the sky is blue or water is wet. It's unnecessary. Let's see. Like, but I mean, I'll say, like, I like Sonic Advance. I do like all the Advance games, but I'd say maybe only 3 kind of gets there as far as, like, you know, approaching how great those games are, you know? And a lot of it can be the sort of, like, awkward design, like, kind of this section that you're running into here. Like, yeah, if you're not, like, holding the D-pad right at the right spot or something like that, it's a little dumb. But at least now I know the generally optimal path. I mean, it is cool that, hey, you know, you probably had a pretty easy time of it. Let's do something that actually starts burning those lives, baby. But the original 3, do you slow down constantly? War, no. This is not a Sonic is fast thing. Look at how slow he's going in this game most of the time, bro. I'd say he's not going any faster than, like, Sonic 2. I also think that's just a poor argument in general, the whole, oh, Sonic's supposed to be fast, but you don't go so fast in this game, lol, her. And it's just like, well, no, Sonic's supposed to be a good platformer. And, you get to go fast if you're fucking good at it. The same way that you get to go fast in a racing game if you're good at driving. Because you're not crashing into walls all the time. Or getting scooped up by Lakitu. Trust me, my friend, I have been down this road before. I wonder if I can... should I go for that? Can I get fast enough over there? See right here, we have a momentum problem, you see. I need to be sure that if I go fast here, I can jump far enough to get over there and get that extra life. And I can, because I know how the physics work, baby. Earlier, I made a mistake. I went from here. Too long of a jump. The janky momentum was not fun for me in 1, 2, 3. Dude, this momentum's much weirder and jankier. But you get used to it. Like I said, there's sort of a weird, like, the momentum of Sonic here is a little awkward to, like, get going. And I feel like going up a hill is even, like, more so than the Genesis games, but it's mostly like it. It's still good. It's a new version based on those physics, but I don't think it's a better version. But I see some of the stuff they were trying to do as well. Nostalgia bias? War? Dude, I have played those games so many times. No. Don't do that to me. I have nostalgia for these games too. Like, but no. Let's see. Pardon, I'm not disengaging from the discussion or anything. I just don't want to lose more lives, hopefully. Though I do believe these games get it more right than Sonic Superstars does, unfortunately. I don't know if anybody in chat has played Sonic Superstars and can, like, join in on that discussion with me. But... boy, that's awkward. Yeah, see, that's just not... yeah, that's not great. But... can I spin dash into the spring, though? Is that... I guess I've got to do it sans rings. Okay, got a little bit extra. Not by much, though. It is kind of cool that it asks you to do that, though. It's probably that. I haven't seen a checkpoint for some time. If there is one. Yeah, we out. Sorry, I shouldn't have chatted on this one. I forgot, like, it was so strict. It's been nice and chill to let the music rock, but... okay, so it starts me at 5 minutes. I don't know if that's, like, on me for not getting there sooner, or if it's just like that all the time, but... anyway. Since when does the timer count down instead of up? That's just something cool they did for this stage. Like, that's what I said. It's kind of a cool creative stage that I don't think other Sonic games did. They might have done something like that in the Game Gear games, but... can't really speak on Superstars. Have not played it yet. Yeah, it's... well, I mean, the main problem with Superstars is that the bosses suck. Like, and they suck because they take so long and have very few opportunities to hit or something like that. Like, if they gave you more options to hit them, then it wouldn't be so bad. But then later on, there's like bosses that insta-kill and stuff. It's the only Sonic game that I have not gotten to the true ending of. Or the only Sonic game I've played, I'll say. Because some of the Game Gear games probably I haven't gotten to the end of. But whatever the case, like I usually go after all the emeralds and get the true ending, but the bosses suck so bad. Like, and they'd need some sort of patch or something like that. Like I said, there's insta kills, like, not even accounting for rings and all that. Yeah. Didn't like Superstars? Yeah, oof, those bosses. Yeah, I think the game itself is fun to play, like the levels and stuff. It's not perfect, but I'd say it's, I put it in the Sonic Advance sort of category where it's like, oh, it's still cool and like has cool stuff going on. Although I think Sonic Advance is a little better physic-wise. But what do you think was different about Mania? Well, I mean, Mania, the bosses were not as. There were some that you had to wait for of the new original ones they designed, but like there were opportunities to hit them, and it wasn't such a like slog. And I don't remember any insta kill bosses, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it was better because the physics were exactly like the Genesis games were. And yo, TG Tony 777, thanks for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. I hope you're having a great night. We're just having like the perennial Sonic was always good discussion, but how good was Sonic at what time? um, and we're just paused because this one I actually do have to finish it in 5 minutes and lock in here, and I've got 3 lives after chatting and all that. But and what's it? I didn't say you hadn't played them more, or anything like that. And I'm not saying you're not entitled to your opinion. And it's me when I say that straight up, like it's sort of the thing where you don't always have to put IMO at the end of every statement. It's like I am clearly stating, that I do think that the Genesis games are objectively better, and of course everybody can, it can be a toss up or whatever. But if I could probably make a whole, thesis video essay thing on why these games are better than these games and so on and so forth. But in general, the physics in Sonic 1, 2, 3 are immaculate. Now you could argue about certain level design situations, but even for like a Sonic 1, I think that there's a pretty hard, like, this is your running section and this is your hey, pay attention and jump on things section. So like Labyrinth Zone, hard cuts to you jumping and going through lava and jumping on platforms and stuff. There are very few hills to actually go fast on, the stuff that you got used to in the first level. Like they gave you a lot of that in the first level, like, and then they pulled it back, and maybe they pulled it back a bit too hard, because technically the third level, why am I messing up on my names? But oh shit, I can see all the visuals in my head. I was just listening to the tune the other day too. Oh my god. Fuck. The level afterward, at any rate, has a much better mix of like, hey, you run around here, you jump through here, that kind of thing. Like, and in terms of a decision to hit the player with in the first game, that might have not been the best. I don't know. It might have been better to like have something that was a mix and then hit with a harder platformer thing after it. But mileage may vary. A 2D Sonic I really enjoyed was Sonic Mania. Well, I mean, Sonic Mania does have the benefit of coming after all of those other games, but I don't believe Mania is better than Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I think it, partially because it's not all original levels. I have a hard time when, like, they have a remix situation. Like, and I'm like, it's all just a lot of ideas from other things kind of smushed into one level. And while it is taking a lot of good nods from a lot of things, like the Game Gear games and all that stuff included, it does make it lesser of an original level to me. But I don't put that on the Mania team exactly, because they were told to kind of do that, right? I wish we had a game. Those remix levels are fun, but I wish we had a game full of original levels. Sonic was good when it was Advance 2. Oh, Advance 2 is a very controversial one, but I like Advance 2. Like, but the special stage situation was nuts in that game for sure, for sure. It was more about a perfect run, and Sonic 2 leads directly into like the boost Sonic gameplay, which Sonic Rush was pretty flexible and stuff, and then you have like Sonic Unleashed and so on. That really just, you know, it demanded precision, which is cool in its own way. I like that game. Like, and I can't like give a number to how good or bad these games are, but you know, when I was asked earlier what my favorite Sonic game was and what I would recommend to just anybody, I would say Sonic 3 and Knuckles, yes. Sonic Mania is something you play after you've played Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sorry, I've said it. Like, you know, it's like it is a mix of things that came before it. It is not its own original, like, wholly conceived idea, you know? It's like the best fan game ever. Like, a best officially made fan game. And it's not bad. It's, I would argue maybe the level design in Mania sort of wears out its welcome sometimes, because sometimes it's like, okay, dude, like, I want to get to the end. Like, the levels can be a little long, even when you're going fast. But, I digress. And, what about Sonic R? Sonic R is good. I will hear no Sonic R slander. But, you know, I think there's a lot of Sonic games that are not perfect, but are worth a look, like, and have interesting ideas and stuff. Sonic R is one I really like because it's, I can, when you know what you're doing, you can play it and get all the emeralds and whatever, like, in a very short amount of time. Even get all the, emblems and stuff like that. It's a fun one. But that's a thing I like about Sonic in general, is the games are usually short enough to, when you're good at it, you can kind of get it all in one run nicely. Never got a chance to try Sonic R. You should. Look up the video, the best way to play Sonic R, and you'll probably find your way around. Like, it shouldn't be too hard to sort it out, and like, you can do like the PC version, and it has weather effects and all kind of stuff. And you get the PC version, and through the help of that video, you can get all of the lighting from the Sega Saturn game back in there. It's really nice. Um, Second zone was Marble Zone. Marble Zone? Oh, Labyrinth Zone. I'm sorry. That's later with the water and everything like that. Also, War, I don't agree that the level design in Sonic 1 was Garbo. I think that's also a very strong statement. But I do think that, you know, it was the first game and they were sorting some things out, like, and balancing those elements. But I have heard very good arguments for, like, you know, why Sonic 1 is super good. And, yeah, it's still a great game. Like, you know, and some of those arguments include not having the spin dash as well, because it was designed without the spin dash. You were intended to use the hills and roll your way through and stuff like that. And I've played the game both ways, with or without the spin dash. And it's nice. The spin dash is great because you get all sorts of tricks, and you can get like good jumps and stuff like that by spin dashing to the edge of the ledge and jumping off, and going straight across some ways that were a little bit tricky to kind of jump to. You know, it does muck up like Marble Zone, and things like that for some spots. Like you're going too fast to be able to see what you're doing in some cases when you use it, but it wasn't designed with that in mind, so there you go. Hot take. Sonic 2 is the worst of the classic games. I do not like playing it to the end very much. So there we go. No, Pichu, screw you. Do you like fighting the final boss in that game? I implore you, do you enjoy fighting the final boss in Sonic 2? The later the game goes on, do you find it as much fun? I do, in fact, Final Eggman is easy. Well, if you cheese him in particular ways, I have seen, like, you know, where you sit in a spot and you kind of hit the same spot. But if you try to hit him in his belly and stuff like that, 0 rings, you try to go through the Sonic, whatever, Silver Sonic or whatever they call it, 0 rings. I don't find that super fun. You fight him as intended? Okay, alright. Well, it's still not as good as Sonic 1 or Sonic 3 and Knuckles, in my opinion. Though it has more drama than Sonic 1, for sure. But it's iconic. It's still a classic. Still a great game. When I say it's the worst of the classic games for me, it's like the worst of the best situation, in that it's still top tier. But it's the one I go back to the least. And there we go. ONX, yeah, have a good night, man. Yeah, this is what Sonic does to you. I'm afraid. To be fair, I beat Sonic 2 the first time with the intent of impressing a girl. Okay. Fair enough, it has that special memory for you. And of course, whenever I say anything like that, I said you don't always have to put the IMO, right? It's just like, hey, to me, personally. But it's like, you know, gosh, we have to like put so many little like asterisks and stuff like that. And it's just like, it's clearly my opinion. I'm not telling you your opinion is wrong. Well, I mean, I am, but I'm playfully telling you. In that, obviously, everyone knows. If you like one game or another, I can't stop you from liking that, more or less. But, yeah. What did it go? Can't deny they're classics, but can't say the classics are best. And there's a element of... So you're talking about Mania, and Mania, the physics are perfect, if not better, but that does not make them better games. Because you have the element of, again, it's original levels and an original concept. Like I said, Sonic Mania is kind of like fan art, like in a fan game. And it's a beautiful fan game. Wonderful. Glad that Sega funded it. And they should have let them make a Mania 2 of sorts, although I wouldn't, at some point, I don't want it to be Mania 2, just make another classic Sonic fan game. I would have liked for them to make Sonic Superstars with their intentions of level design and things like that. I don't believe that the level design in Superstars holds a candle to what they were doing in Studiopolis, or the other original zones that they did. I think that was much more in line, but and also, War, you gotta understand, I've been dealing with the, people have been saying classics are not good or something like that for some time, but it's also like, I thought maybe you're going down the path of saying the classics were bad. I've met people who they like Mania and they say, I could never get past the second level of Sonic 2, and that's their entire classic Sonic experience, and they can go fuck themselves. Like, it's like, are you for real? Like, ugh. Like, Chemical Plant Zone you couldn't get past, brother? Come on. For me, the way the physics interact with level design is what matters. Okay. Let's see. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Oh, yeah. Hitboxes suck hard in that game. Yeah, it's not the best beat 'em up. I enjoy what it's trying to do, and I think a lot of that has to do with like it has nice music and visuals and stuff, but and I wasn't saying war, I wasn't saying you hadn't played to the end. Honestly, the opinion doesn't even have to come from play to the end. I think you can have an opinion on a game you haven't finished, because I mean, maybe you got towards the end and like there was some bullshit and it just wasn't fun to do. Like in the realm of Sonic games itself, I like Sonic Unleashed, but if you get to Eggman Land and you decide to quit, I really don't blame you. I don't blame you. That area is fucking bullshit. Especially if you're playing on original Xbox 360 and the frame rate is crazy and all that. Like, you know, there are reasons. So that's okay. But that's just an example. But I would say, yeah, physics interact with the level design is what matters. I'd say that the physics interacting with the level design happened a lot more in the classic games, but you know, like whichever. I feel like I'm seeing a number of like bits copied and pasted amongst the Sonic Advance levels here. You know, stuff, you know, like the bowl that you roll through and stuff like that. Obviously that happens, you know, in games in general. But the original classic Sonic games usually had original badniks and original gimmicks per level. And I think they had better bosses too in general. Though I've heard arguments against like Sonic bosses and stuff here and there, but you know, again, this is a game that does benefit from like sort of copying some bits here and there of the classics. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. They're nods, right? And they already did one of these before this game. You had the Sonic Pocket Adventure for the Neo Geo Pocket, which was even more like, you know, bits and pieces from other games, but still good. They got the physics right, so. Also, Sonic Chronicles: Dark Brotherhood. Oh boy, that's I've always meant to play it just for funsies, but man, that game looks trash, don't it? Um, It's like I play Mario Maker a lot. How often do people come in those streams and just get in a really heated argument about whether Mario World or 3 is better? Has it happened even once? A heated argument. I mean, the discussions have been there, but a heated argument. Yeah, like there's mild arguments, I suppose, but it usually only goes so far as, oh, they both have their pluses and minuses, but, you know. Yeah, 3 and World for different reasons, and that's fair. And that's a thing where they're pretty different games to me, but if I'm asked like which one I like better, I usually say 3, even though I respect the extra stuff that you can do in World. But most of the levels in World don't fully capitalize on that. World is pretty easy breezy unless you go into like the challenge levels at the end. And I guess that's a question of like how much does that gauge into the game's value to the average player to just get to the end or that kind of thing. Like if you have to go to like the extra challenge levels after you beat the game, does that mean that the main game is like lacking or what? But Mario World's spectacle and the way they presented secret exits. You're fine, Pichu. Don't worry about it. Mario World's Trump Card, the castle theme? Hmm. Um. No, Pichu, I have the word blocked for a reason, and it's just to, like, hopefully catch any heated arguments before they happen. Because I don't particularly want to talk certain things in stream that much, right? Um, but, heated non-Mario arguments. Yes, yes, we can get as heated about video games and game design as we want, friends. That is fine. Um, oh, maybe I might have left that one behind because I don't need people to know the secret word. But either way, yeah, yeah. No, it just doesn't happen with that as much. But there isn't as much discussion on whether Mario, in and of himself, is a good game or not. Like, you know, like that doesn't happen as much as it's ever happened with Sonic. And sometimes I think it only happened with Sonic because Sega didn't make it as far as Nintendo did. I mean, even Nintendo got a lot of flack going into, like, you know, PlayStation and Xbox generation type stuff, and there were a lot of people saying, "Oh, Nintendo should just go third party like Sega," and it's just, you know what I mean? Yeah. Um. Oh, and sorry, we do have an ad kicking in pretty soon here. I guess I'll turn on some tunes and we'll kind of like hang through the ads. I want to see if I can make it to the end at this point. Because I think it's just this and then the final boss, but it's been a while. I wonder if you can get it by playing Mega Man 2, maybe? Oh, that's fair. Okay, since I haven't gotten up and stretched my legs, I'll just kind of do this during ads. I'm sure you guys are going to be behind them for at least a minute or so, so I'll see you guys in just a second. BRB, y'all, BRB. You know, chat. Okay, and welcome back, everybody. So, G-Silv, I was just thinking, you know, it may not have happened as much in a Mario Maker stream because I'm usually doing gear levels, and I try not to let it derail too much because I'm going on to somebody else's level or whatever. We can't get too caught up in that kind of conversation. So maybe if I were just like playing random levels or something like that where it was easier to like stop, maybe it would have happened. I just haven't provided the right platform for people to have a heated Mario argument, unfortunately. And also, I would say, yeah, with Mega Man 2 and 3, I feel like, yeah, 3 is one of those cases. Like, once you add the slide, it feels kind of wrong without it, I think. It's like Spin Dash level to me, but, you know. Quick question, have you seen the Dr. Eggman versus Bowser death battle? I think I have a while back. Wait, I've been replaced by a Shy Guy? Or what are we saying? Usually when I have Mario combos, it goes like, this one's my favorite because of this, and the response is I like the other one because reason. You know, I mean, that's the thing. Again, the question of is Mario a good game hasn't even ever been in the air. Meanwhile, Sonic has had that situation happen to him, which, you know, there were bad games, but it's like, or, well, bad or I won't even say bad because I think there are some that do interesting things, and they're still worth checking out, like the 2000s kind of stuff or whatever. Just had a lot of strange ideas, but still, it wasn't like as clearly great as it was, and I think people like to when that kind of thing happens, they're just like, wait a minute, how could I have ever liked this thing? You know what? It was never good in some cases. Um, yeah. One is hell jank has some real BS in it. There's reasons I actually like one. I actually feel like I've gone back to one the most. Um, yeah, it has like rawness to it that I like, and it has it's probably closer to like what Sonic became than Mario Brothers 3, I would say. Um, yeah, I don't know. There's been some good stuff, but I don't have a treatise on why Mario Brothers 1 is the best, actually. But it's definitely, like, more different to Mario Brothers 3 than Sonic 1 is to Sonic 3 and Knuckles. You feel me? It feels like a bit of a different beast. Oh, the best Robot Master themes. Now there's a discussion for everyone. Because everyone's listened to the Mega Man music. Has everyone beaten all the Mega Man games? Probably not. Hmm. I don't agree with that, War. I don't really like like, do you feel that way about 2 and 3 as well? There's got to be a mix of when you can run and when you have to, like, you know, be careful. And once you know how the level design works, you'll be able to run all over the place. You just have to spend enough time with it. That's like saying, you know, oh, like, I mean, most any game is like that, Mario included, where once you know where to go and stuff, yeah, you can go pretty fast. You can have a good time, but if you don't know what's coming up, there's hidden blocks, there's springs that are kind of weird, there's stuff you have to figure out. And so I feel it's a little reductive. And for some reason, Sonic gets flack for that and not any other games. Not really. I might say that design-wise and in terms of finding appeal for people, they might have hit the brakes a bit too hard on the second level. Like, I still think it's a good level. It can be a little jarring, but I still think it's a well-designed level. Same goes for Labyrinth Zone, really, but, you know, I get it. It's a water level. Like, mileage may vary. The spikes they let you run smack into? Yeah, but they are enforcing you to be careful. And I mean, dude, there's way more of that in Sonic Advance than there ever was in Sonic 1. Like, and some of it's pretty obtuse, where it's like, oh, because I wasn't holding right at this right time, I can't land on top of those spikes and I'm gonna get hit. It is kind of cool to ask me to, like, actually spin dash into the spring to get enough speed to go up and over it, but it's a little jank, you know? Yeah, exactly, Pichu. Like, all fast all the time, you know, that's the problem with some of the more modern Sonic things, where it's just like you're going a bit too fast to kind of like absorb any of the level design, but oh sure, War, I'm just saying, like, if you don't like that, there's a lot more of that in Sonic Advance. Certainly Sonic Advance 2. Which is why I say I like those games a lot. I just feel like, you know, there's a lot more of any of those traps that people don't like in Sonic 1, there's a bunch of them in these. And in a way, in sort of a Mario Maker kind of way, it can be kind of beautiful. It's just like, oh, well, shit, you better fucking be careful. Start memorizing that stuff. And I'm a bit of a sucker for memorizing the stuff and, like, moving out of the way in Twitch fashion, right? But it's a completely different design, which is why I say Sonic Advance 2 leads into the whole boost style and stuff, which, you know, Rush gave you a button to activate it, so you had more freedom, and Unleashed gave you a button and other tools, and it was a similar but different kind of thing, you know? And then we've had the boost stuff till then. Though, you know, over time it kind of degraded. Although I think Shadow Generations is actually a really good mix of, like, proper 3D platforming and the boost style stuff. And yeah, like, that's just where I feel like the balance in the classics was much more well realized. I don't exactly know why people seem to have more animosity for the classic Genesis games than, like, seemingly the GBA or DS games, because to me, it's pretty clear which ones are the overall better ones, but, like, there's good elements to these. Like, not every game has to be, like, the best one for me to enjoy it. Certainly. Um, But I was just thinking, you know, I like Sonic Advance and I haven't played it in ages, so that's why I booted it up tonight. Like, I've played the classics so many times. That's one reason, like, I think you guys have seen me play the classics on stream maybe twice. I played it when the what's the collection name? Whatever the modern collection came out. And I also played it like on Sonic Jam when I was like having a Sega Saturn night. And I just don't do it that often because I've just played them so much. And I guess in some ways it would be nice to like play it and I can just chat or whatever, but I don't know, usually I'm playing it and I'm pretty focused and it's just sort of a relaxation. Yeah, it's been a fun chat. It's been lively. And this is what Sonic does to you. But yeah, take good care. Mind your health, be good. And yeah, either way. Agree to disagree. War. And it was, again, I mean, dude, I'm just facetious. I don't care what anybody thinks about anything, about any video games in some ways. It's just fun to argue. Or I'm sorry, never mind. GameCube best console, all the Xbots can go screw themselves. Something like that. How do I become an angry forum poster, Chad? I've been such a lurker throughout my life, bro. Unless I am, like, in a small forum where I really feel like, you know, my opinion will be heard and actually read. Like, I'll actually write, like, a nice paragraph or something in that case, but otherwise, I just kind of read what other people say. Sorry, I'll have to pause if I read the chat, because... oh, that's right, I shouldn't go for those rings, bro. God damn it. I can't get lackadaisical here, okay. War, you know, man... I have that acting talent. I do think that it is, objectively wrong on a... It's like talking... oh, for fuck's sake. It's like talking about how something is more well-written than another thing. And you can show that in a lot of empirical ways. And I feel like I could do that with the classic games versus the advanced games. But you can't account for taste, right? Like, and what somebody likes or doesn't like is not really something you can have any control of. Like, I've said, brought it up a lot now, but I like the Mario Brothers movie from 1993. I realize a lot of people don't, but I like it. So there, yeah. Objective on subjective matters, yeah. But I mean, mostly I'm play acting, dude. That's what gets people talking. Okay. It's what makes discussions lively and fun. Oh, just rings for that guy? Alright. God damn it. Okay, I gotta keep a good eye on what is a time trap there. A fun trip despite the BS it was. Yeah, dude, it's super interesting. That's the deal. Like, versus the Illumination Mario movie is way more interesting than that. And I guess that's what I value. But I like that movie fine too. Like, and I've watched it again just to, like, you know, see the animation in it and stuff. Only twice though. And I was showing somebody who hadn't seen it yet, so I had a good excuse. Oh shit. Does that... I guess this is where I've got to find out. Does the life... I might already be screwed. Okay. Okay, the life does come back? I guess we'll try it. We're already kind of, like, fucking up on time here. Oh my gosh. This is an awkward one, isn't it? Okay, it comes back, so I can at least refill on a life here each time, as long as I make it up this high. Don't know if that'll help or hinder me. Yeah, we're fucked. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting antsy. I'll probably just have to lose the life. I may as well jump off. Like, I'm not gonna make it. But may as well see what's over here. Oh, shit. So how would that help me get through here in a big way? Can I make it to those spikes in time? Well, I guess that'll, like, you can actually get a clean jump on there without having to think about it. Yeah, that's kind of a jackass spring, too. Jesus. Yo, that Silent Boy. What's up, dude? Good to see ya. Okay, so I think a lot of these springs, if I, like, spin dash into them, that's the key, right? Gives me enough speed to get where I need to go. See, this is like one of those things where if I'm analyzing the game and like what it does differently from other games, I think it's actually kind of cool that it does ask you to do some of this stuff. It's just, I don't know how, yeah, it's like, because you have to hold the button in a certain direction to get the kind of momentum you want sometimes, it feels a little jank. I feel like Classic Sonic was a little more like holding a button in the air did not affect your momentum quite as much, but I could be wrong. Here, it can make a pretty decent difference in how fast you fly through the air. Jesus. Alright. Oof. Let's give it a shot. Maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. But I'm gonna have to go get that extra life, probably. I hate wasting time with it, but... until I know for sure how fast I can get through it. Okay. Spent 2.5 hours for one ending of Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh shit, dude. Sega has good ideas, but sometimes doesn't stick the landing. Oh, bro. Like, how to say... Sega's idea people are really great. Their business people, not so much. And, that's one reason almost every Sonic game is a little rushed. Gotta dev fast. Okay. Some chord struck your ears? Nah, dude, War, you're fine, dude. I mean, I did tell you to shut your whore mouth. Which, in most circles especially, you know, you're talking with guy friends or something like that. You just give each other shit, right? Note that I say all of this stuff with a smile on my face, generally, so... You'd know if I was upset. If I was actively insulted. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay. I myself do have the benefit of tone for both entertainment and drama purposes. Which is one reason I clarify with chat quite a bit. Oh. Okay. Alright, next section. I don't know if that means I have to start at 158.67, but I'll pay attention in case. Doing, oh, sorry, I was upset at the Hero Dark ending. Hero Dark? Which one was that? I've actually gotten all the endings myself, off stream, don't ask. And, yo, JWD, how's it going, dude? Thanks for checking out the rules. I know it's a little wordy, but, you know, just be cool. There's a lot of Mario Maker-centric stuff in there, but... Motherfucker. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, it actually goes back up to 5 minutes. Alright. Whoa, alright, there we go. God damn it, I fucking knew it! You know the trouble with that dude? He pops out like in one frame. What an asshole. Alright. Sorry, chat, locking in a little bit for, you know, lack of lives, lack of time, so... Love Sonic, these advanced games are pretty fun. Into more Sonic like this, less 3D Sonic? I mean, I still want 3D Sonic. I want 3D and 2D versions of games out there. I like the idea that we have both running concurrently, which, if we indeed had portables, I bet we would still get more of. I think that made a big difference in, like, the output, you know, of these things. And it wasn't like you had to put all this budget and all this effort into, like, each release as a mainline release. I don't know. Like, on one hand, that's cool, but on the other, it's just like, just give me more. Like, what, they had, you know, 3 Sonic Advance games in the space of 4 years, I think. So, you know, that was pretty cool. Garner just pops in. Ha 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 ha! Yeah, Jesus. And I still want a 3D... I still want 3D games that adhere more to the physics of the classic games. Which in a lot of ways they still haven't really done. Oh, dude, can I get it? Yeah, son, there we go. Now, see, when I was talking about people knowing the physics and things like that, like, that's... You can only do that if you're pretty aware of how Sonic physics work. And not everybody messes with it or knows that you can get jumps like that. So that's cool. That's one thing that makes this level really neat. Okay. Either way. And, you know, I'll bet even, like, people reviewing it back in the day or something like that didn't know that you could do that. So they probably had more complaints about, like, this last level than most. Like, there might be some game reviewers out there who didn't know Sonic very well, even in... Ooh, shit. Alright, anyway. Let's see. Yeah, I was just saying, like, there might be people that would consider that broken, and it's just like, oh, so you can't get to the life or something like that. And it's just like, oh no, you just gotta know how Sonic physics work, bro. Oh no, I know what you meant, War. Want the adventure physics? Tried explaining that to someone and they were still struggling. Or about slopes and going backwards. Yeah, and it's because the game, well, I mean, it's... How can it teach you exactly? Best I got is, what we just dealt with, I guess, but even then, I doubt many people would just stumble into that. You have to be silly like me and mess around until, like, you find out you can do it, I guess. Alright, hold up. Hold on. Okay, he's got 2 frames, but there's, like, not much warning. Okay. Alright. Down we go. Ugh, that probably was the road to the special stage. Oh well. Ooh, neat. Oh, bruh. Okay, there was no way I would know. But, you know, hey. Just gotta know. I'm only pissed because I was like 3 rings off of an extra life. Let's see. I was taking a chance on that one. Alright. Now you know for a replay throw? It's true, it's true. And I just think there's a balance of how much memorization you ask for, right? Especially in a 2D game where, you know, if you run too fast, you can't see, right? The living and learning, yeah. It's better for a game reviewer in some ways to not be fully knowledgeable because it can offer a fresh take. Oh, I mean, it's not that. I'm not saying that you can't bring a fresh take, but if you're not careful, sometimes you're complaining about something that it's not really broken. You just kind of have to know how to play. Like, let's move it into a different series. I've heard a lot of people talk about Pokemon, and when they find out about the IV and EV system, like, there's actually a decent amount of call to, like, scrap the whole thing. This thing that they never knew about until now, and now they feel bad for it existing. And that's where I say, I don't think you actually like Pokemon, like, if you want all that stuff to change. I think you want a different game. You like the idea of Pokemon, but you want a different game entirely. And also, this is our penultimate boss, I'm sorry. Ooh. I forgot about the kind of cool build to music here. Shit. Sorry, trying to be more meticulous with my jumps. I believe that's how I flip him around. Yeah. Damn. Alright, that just kind of fucked with my momentum, but... either way, yeah, so, what is it? I was talking with a friend, and I came to this point where, it's like saying... You don't like playing chess, but you like looking at the pieces. And you feel they should change the rules of chess just for you so you can look at the pieces more. I feel that's not a valid take. It's just like, the game is what it is, dude. And a lot of other people seem to like it, so... Shoots. Never played Pokemon before, really? And you never knew about the IVs and EVs? Yeah, it really doesn't take that long to learn what they are. It's just that they're kind of underneath other systems. Like, they don't tell you about it along the way, but IVs are like the individual values that the Pokemon are born with. They're either caught or hatched with them, and you can influence those in some ways, but you'll want them in the right stats. Those are like immovable. And then you've got the EVs, which are effort values, and that's basically skill points that you can build up. And you have to fight like proper Pokemon to get them, or use proper items to get them. And there's only 252, I think. So basically, you want to max out the 2 stats that each Pokemon is best at, and don't worry about the rest, unless you're doing something real specific, right? And I don't think that's too hard to understand, but there's over time, more options have been made available to see those things and get an idea of what they are without having to use external tools. Yeah. The lonely sassy. Oh, the traits? No, the natures are something different. The natures influence a stat boost and a stat decrease. So like adamant is plus attack minus special attack, for example. So if your Pokemon's a physical attacker, you go for that. IVs are the things that the stats that the Pokemon themselves have. Nature influences stats on top of that, like a boost for one or another. And then you can train them in certain directions so they, on top of that, have higher stats. Like, they're like skill points, kinda. I equated like Dragon Quest, where you actually get skill points that you can slot into whatever stat you want. But yeah. It's a matter of knowing basic controls and physics versus knowing advanced tech just to get through the game. And see, that's it, yeah? Like, the Pokemon games don't usually ask you to know, right? In fact, I'd say the bigger issue is that you couldn't do much about them until late in the game if you wanted to train your Pokemon like that. Like, once you know, you kind of want to do it, right? So, like, and they've given a lot more tools to let you do that along the way. But the games themselves do become pretty easy, especially when you know, right? It's only like the Elite Four where they give trainers, like, really good, proper builds and stuff. And that's why they're so much tougher than everybody else. But most people will play it and they don't, sorry. Most people will play it and they'll just like over-level themselves to get through those challenges when you don't need to, actually. Like, if you train properly, damn. Alright, hold up. Yeah, if you train properly, you have a lot more options to beat them up at lower levels. Alright, anyway. Last boss time, I'll try to pay attention. We'll have to have a Pokemon stream for some other time. If we're gonna get this into it. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Does he have another phase? Or was this like an Act 1 boss? Been a while since I played. Oh, yeah, the X Zone. Okay, gotcha. I remember this. Alright, at the end of the day, I basically go by how much fun I'm having playing a game. If you need to know the advanced tech to get through a Sonic game, then, well, there's the problem. More focused, the hardcore fans limits the series. Oh, I mean, they kind of ask you for some advanced tech in that last level, though, but only to, like, get secrets, generally. I guess there was a couple you had to, like, spin dash into the spring so you have enough momentum to do, you know, the thing. I think most players would not, you know, get there, I guess, or whatever. I don't know. I say most players. Who knows, man? Like, I think people just need stuff spelled out for them a bit more than they used to, so they're gonna complain more. I never said you needed any advanced tech to get through it, though. I just said advanced tech. You have options, and they're not that hard to take advantage of, but... Ooh. Right. You have options to deal with, like, hills and when you fall down and stuff like that, but it's not like the game sits you down and tells you, and whenever it does, people hate that shit anyway, right? Look at all those Eggman's robots. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Forgot how sick this boss music was, actually. And I'm being a... Oh, I'm being a dummy. Alright. Shit. Just a little off, but that's okay. Actually, well, never mind. No, I might be able... Is that a cheesable? That's a cheesable thing. Yep, there you go. The ring doesn't fly off screen fast enough. Alright. Yeah, I always like these little portraits that they did. No, thank you for making it, Dimson Sega. And Sonic Team and other people putting it together. Yeah, man, still a good game. The lame fight because you didn't get the emeralds? It's actually not a bad fight. I honestly think it's okay, but, like, it's just... Once you find out, oh, that ring doesn't fall off screen, well, I don't need to time anything. No, I mean, in terms of spectacle, certainly the Supersonic is the best thing, yeah. Too cheesable. Yeah, they just probably didn't, like, try it and didn't fix it in time, but whichever. Maybe they were like giving people a bit of a break if they had trouble with that air base level. You know what they really needed for the end credits? Ed Sheeran. That really brought Pokemon Scarlet together. Hey, go get those Chaos Emeralds, damn it. Actually, that's probably Sonic telling you that. Hey, go collect all the Chaos Emeralds. Whoa. Still. Cool beans. That's the case, they took the alleged Crash Bandicoot approach. No, I don't think so. I don't think they meant for that. Like, I mean, you don't make that kind of music and not want a threatening boss. I think they just missed it. Yeah. Did, you only had to get the emeralds once in this game, if I recall. Like, because I don't think the different characters have different endings. But now to play the real game. Oh, who's a good boy? Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Damn. Oops. Oh, do I have to win it like wholesale? Never got the point of the little Chow Garden? Oh, well, Ward, did you have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for the GameCube? Because, you can link it up and put your Chow in. I didn't see any of that. Nope, it's this one. Oh wait, not that one. Whichever. Yeah, dude, I mean, there's a lot of stuff in this that you really couldn't do unless you transferred a Chow from Sonic Adventure or Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. So, yeah, it was a way of like sending your virtual pet Chow to your cartridge, you know? So the point was to train him up here with special stuff and then send him back to the GameCube game to, like, get in races and, perform karate. Anyway. So that was cool beans. Shoots, man. Wait, are you? There you go. Actually, oh, they don't even let you select verses. Oh, never mind. Or do you? I just want to see, like, if it offers anything, because I never played verses against anyone. Okay, never mind. I remember a handful of games that liked using the GBA to GCN link cable. Yeah, I had it for Pokemon stuff, and I'm trying to think. I had it for Pokemon stuff. I actually had an e-reader, so I did some of the Animal Crossing stuff. And I never did play wait. I played Four Swords at a friend's house, so I didn't have it myself, but in, like, Crystal Chronicles and stuff, those were, like, the most fascinating experiences, but I didn't get to play those, really. Used yours to play Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games on the TV. Are you so sure you did, War? I think you had to have a Game Boy player unless you were using some third-party thing. Oh, okay, yeah. You could use it to, like, link up and use it as a controller specifically for Game Boy stuff. That's true. Yeah. I think there were, like, a third-party option or two that tried to make it so you could play GBA games with one of those cables, but I always thought it was weird, the stark silence of the Sonic Advance title screen. Oh well. We'll just live with it. Let's go ahead and we'll raid out for the night, huh? Like, it's been fun. Been a very hearty Sonic discussion for sure. I'll see if anybody else is doing Sonic stuff. It's an odd choice. They really want you to see, you know, just like take in the katakana Sonic there. If anybody knows anybody doing cool Sonic shit, just let me know. I'm doing the look at Twitch and see who's doing stuff shuffle here. Doesn't need to be Sonic. I try to theme it, but it doesn't need to be whatsoever. There are plenty of cool people doing cool things. I figure that's always an excuse to, like, meet somebody new. You play Sonic? I play Sonic things. Let's be buds. Oh my god. Yeah, of course. I saw people playing Sonic stuff earlier, which is kind of what got me in the mood. How it went through it was actually the connectivity of it all. Is I thought of playing Sonic 2 Adventure 2, and I'm like, you know, I played Sonic Adventure 2 so much, but you know what I haven't played is the thing I hooked up to Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Advance. So, oh god. Actually, actually, something I might like to see here. It's a little out of the retro realm. I'll check on that later. With Mario, it's ironic considering it's like the biggest selling Nintendo property. I found myself being the lone Mario and Kirby fan in a room of gamers. Are you really? Nah. I think everybody's a Mario fan to some degree. It's just like Mario ain't got no lore, brother. Like, you don't have like government experiments with alien DNA and whatever else. That's part of what makes the discussion so crazy. Um, Though Kirby definitely has lore, unexpectedly has a good amount of lore, but Kirby himself is just a good boy. Pardonnez-moi. Like a lot of times I'm chatting games, most people be into all sorts of dark, gritty games. Well, see, I consider Sonic a bright, cheerful character, but it's like when you know, you know, you know. Hmm. Okay, you know, I clicked on Sonic the Hedgehog as a category, and the highest view, or they're all Crayon Shin-chan streams. Not exactly what I was looking for, chat. Nothing wrong with Crayon Shin-chan, though. Dang it all, I need another me just checking out, like, all the streams. Ooh. How about this? It's Sega related, even if it's more treasure than Sega. Phenomenon is playing Gunstar Heroes, so we can fly in on that, I think. Sounds like a fair enough connection to me. Let's say, Star Allies final boss kind of caught me off guard with the cutscene. You know, I hadn't gotten to the end of Star Allies, I think. Or no, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there's actually quite a few Kirby games I haven't gotten to play. I'm sad to say, though I have such a fondness for Kirby as a whole. I put Kirby's Adventure as one of my favorite games ever. It was the first game I actually completed myself. Uh, and I think there's so much about Kirby that is just like that's just good game stuff, man. Like the ending is the pacing and all that kind of stuff is so good. Anyway, chat. God, I haven't played Kirby's Adventure in quite a while as well. So maybe sort that out at some point. Who knows? Anyway, chat, yeah, rating into Phenomenon, who is currently playing Gunstar Heroes. It sounds like there's a bit of a thing going on. 16-bit raffle night. I don't know what the raffle's about, but it includes like Neo Geo, SNES. I'm vying for the TG16, you know, give that some love. Kind of the more I see of TurboGrafx, the more I wish I had one. But hoping they give Triple Deluxe and Robot the proper remake. I mean, Kirby's gotten more collections than most things, so I'm hoping, yeah, that would be nice. But who knows, man? Who knows? Bah. Whole things, compatibilities, or whatever. If you want to play it, you'll find a way, my friends. You'll find a way. Anyway, chat. Godspeed. Have a great night, and you know, until we raid out, let's just sit here and be quiet together.